is filmed at 1009 Kingston Road in
Yeah, I know.
Toronto.
Thank you for coming by. Sean stopped by the shop.
Oh, Sean came by the Mars?
Yeah, but I wasn't there. I was, I don't remember where I was. Yeah, that's my daughter. I think I was getting ready. I was preparing my questions for Sunfest. I did good stuff.
So how did that go?
Okay,
How did
so
the
I came up with
concert?
some good questions. The concert was amazing. Right off the bat, they told me Movado and Sizzla aren't doing interviews, which sucked because I had some really good Sizzla questions, man. Like I did my research on these guys.
Right.
I did get a Sasko interview. I missed my what's it called again? My Sprague Benz interview because I was in line waiting for a damn drink. And then those guys lock off just because there was like a small entrance for the VIP / where you interview the artist.
Yeah.
Everybody was trying to get back there. So all of a sudden, my media band wasn't good enough. I needed a black band.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well.
But if you're still in the media section,
I should
you would have
see,
been.
and that's it, exactly. I should have just
You would've been
stayed in
okay.
the media section and just filmed everything from the side and minded my business. Because I could have just done side and then my interviews. But it was good, man. Like
that's
seeing
good.
Sizzla and stuff like that. I've never seen him perform.
Is that Reggae Fest in Kitchener?
Yeah, no, in Downsview Park.
Oh, Downs.
Have you ever seen Sizzla perform before?
No, not Sizzla.
Oh, it was so good.
One guy I want to see is Baby Sham.
Baby Sham was good.
He was there too.
Yeah, Sham was there. I got some really nice footage, but the sound sucks is all. Hey, homie.
Yeah. Yes, Phil. Good. I'm glad it worked out for you, bro.
Let me see your hair. Hold on.
Oh boy. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to talk about was, had you guys heard about like Common and this actor Isaiah? They're just talking about being sexually abused as kids.
Common?
Yeah, the
was?
rapper recently said that he'd been sexually abused as a kid.
Okay, let me
And then
ask
this
you this
other
question.
actor.
Why are you bringing this up now? Why are you coming out and saying this stuff now? I don't understand the whole concept.
Because Me Too.
Did it ruin your life?
Me too. But yeah, sometimes come on. Sometimes it does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, but you
Sometimes
waited
it's-
till now to talk about it?
I don't know why he's waiting until now to talk about it, but I do know that it does leave a stain on your life.
I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna dispute that, but
Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
I don't know. Maybe the timing of it is just not good. I
Oh.
don't know.
That was another thing about you were saying about how Dave Chappelle was preaching
Yeah.
when he talked about the Me Too,
Yeah.
and then he was saying about his friend. He's like, yo, what did he really do? In
Yeah,
his
exactly.
own room, he
Yes,
pulled out
I
his
agree.
junk.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree
for
with that. He didn't
sure.
do anything wrong.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Nobody else could have left.
And then finished.
Yeah. And then, and disgrace and humiliation on his face. Chappelle, I don't know how he does this stuff. I don't even know. Does he see himself? Like, does he do it in the mirror first?
He must.
With the
You know,
face?
he started off at 14 years old.
Who's Dave
It's
Chappelle?
all he's ever done. Yeah, stand up is all he's ever done.
He is.
He started at 14. His mom let him do it. He did acting classes because that's like an important part of it.
He's a-
Anyways, yeah.
He's a natural, man.
He is a natural.
What's that?
This guy just had a
Yeah, but I don't have any topics really.
Topics?
I got some loose
How about
topics.
Kevin Hart? How about Kevin Hart's accident? Did you hear about that?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Kevin Hart's accident. What the hell?
How did he survive? Was it his height? Because the car got squished.
I know. I heard that.
So
the
like
car
he
flipped
sitting in the
over.
car like too low? Did that save his life? Did Kevin Hart's height actually make his career?
I wonder.
Almost like lost his life? Like, well, you know what I'm saying? Because the car was smashed.
You guys,
Everybody was
Kevin
pinned
Hart.
inside. They were
Kevin
pinned
Hart's
inside.
accident? I
They were-
know.
They were pinned in the car.
Kevin
How
Hart.
did they survive?
Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah, what happened with that?
Right? I heard that he like climbed up the hill. That he himself like climbed up the hill and dragged himself home. Panther, do you hear anything?
I haven't heard anything.
I didn't hear that.
I heard he was in a car accident. That's it.
I know his wife spoke, but I didn't.
What did his wife say?
I didn't get to see what. I just saw the caption.
Oh,
Wife
okay.
speaks out, but I didn't get to.
Okay.
I don't think did. He give a statement, or is that what you heard from her?
He couldn't give a statement.
I heard this from a friend.
Okay,
He
so then
couldn't-
I think maybe people
He was
are hearing
incoherent. He was
Yeah.
like,
He gave the statement.
Because I heard from a friend that the car flipped over. He pulled himself up the hill, like dragged himself up the hill. You heard that too?
No,
Okay.
but I think this might come from her.
Yeah, but the other people were pinned in the car. No?
Who else was in there?
There was a girl in the backseat pinned.
This is it. Who were the other drivers? Because my friend is saying,
drive in.
I was thinking,
There was
oh,
3 of them.
is it a
Him,
mistress?
another guy, and a girl in the back seat.
Jump right to that.
no, you guys, nobody else jumped to that.
Maybe he's getting, you know.
Yeah. You don't remember when that
Guy messes up
actor,
one
when that guy
time.
Terrence J was in the accident with the girl and he just abandoned his car because he was cheating?
Tracy Morgan almost died like that.
I have no idea.
No,
what
you
that
never
is.
heard that?
No.
Remember Tracy, what happened to Tracy Morgan?
Yeah.
And then after he gained all that weight, when he came back,
Come on.
I love Tracy.
Terrence J, this host, he's like the host of Entertainment Tonight and stuff like that, 106 in Park.
Yeah.
He'd gotten into an accident while he was in a relationship, but he was in the car with this girl that he wasn't supposed to be, and they both
Okay.
abandoned the car. So
Yeah,
as soon as I
yeah,
heard
yeah.
about Kev being in the
Yeah.
car with a woman, I knew it wasn't his wife.
Yeah.
My head did go there.
You never know with these Hollywooders, eh? Hollyweirders. They're weird, man. People are saying it's a conspiracy that maybe he was shoved off the road because of the Oscars.
Oscars,
I don't know,
Epstein.
you
I heard that
know.
he's on the Epstein list. Have you guys heard about this Epstein fly list?
Successful people in America, black Americans in Hollywood.
Did you
All
hear
of
about
them
the
have been
Epstein
silenced.
list?
Bill Cosby, all of them. No,
Yeah.
every successful one
Have
way
you
or the
heard
other.
about the Epstein fly list?
No.
So this is apparently a list
But how
of
did he
like
kill
different
himself?
people.
Why would a billionaire kill himself? You know he's not going to be in jail for more than a month.
Yeah.
You
How
know,
do you kill yourself
like,
on suicide watch?
You don't commit suicide if you're.
Exactly. So you're saying he was killed?
I have no idea.
Oh, but you believe so.
I think it's highly unlikely for someone who's been on suicide watch for the last month for them just to all of a sudden take him off suicide watch.
Right? And then the 1 second or the minute it took to kill himself is when the cameras were malfunctioning. What are the odds?
Well, it's like when El Chapo escaped from prison.
Yeah, exactly.
You can pay off guards to kill people in jail too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you can pay them off to.
His cellmate probably killed him.
Guards have the most access to prisoners, right? So if you can pay off a guard to bring stuff in for prisoners, I mean, this is family members or whatnot. Why can't the government pay off a guard or the warden or whoever? They're all like
Could.
one little
Could.
circle, right?
Yeah, could.
And say, get
They're
rid
also
of this.
privately owned. They're not even owned by the government
Yeah,
anymore,
there you
especially
go.
in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're owned by private subsidiaries. Yeah.
So he
The
probably.
rich have investments in jails, the rich. And I'm sure some of the rich that have investments in that jail said, this guy's got to go. He's going to open his mouth about us. And, you know, they got to silence these people. They got to silence the anti-Hollywooders.
Well, this is it. The Epstein list is apparently a list
Yeah.
of people that flew to his island, flew on his plane
Yeah, I
to
heard
his little pedophile island.
So
And
I
people
mean-
and people were saying Kevin Hart was on that
Hollywood,
list.
yeah. And I don't doubt it. I don't doubt anything.
Will Smith.
I don't doubt any of these Hollywood people and what they do. You know what I mean? Because what comes out in the news isn't just by chance. You know, I think there's more to it. When somebody says that, oh, when I was 15, that they did this to me when I was 15, 14 years old. Well, you're in Hollywood at that age. Expect these things to happen to you. You know, you want to roll in the movie
Okay,
industry.
speaking of which, did you guys hear about Paul Mooney supposedly sexually assaulting Richard Pryor's son?
I have no idea.
I don't know much about the story, but I did hear about what you're saying.
Right?
That
Let
he
me
was
see if
assaulting
you heard.
Richard Pryor's son.
Hey, Petey Pie? Did you hear Paul Mooney accused of sexually assaulting Richard Pryor's son?
Come on, really? Really? Why are they picking on Paul Mooney now? They're trying to discredit Paul Mooney, eh? All they have to do is just say sexual molestation, and then it discredits the person. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what a piece of
Yeah, he's right.
Yep.
He's right.
Once you have that stapled to your name, you're done.
Yeah.
Now, is
You
there
know what
any
I mean?
proof? Is there any proof?
Well, the family's saying at his father's funeral, he got up at the luncheon and told everybody, Paul Mooney did this to me, and blah, 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 blah. So apparently that's the proof.
However, Richard
And, yes, and Richard Pryor, apparently his bodyguard is saying Richard paid him $1 million to out Paul Mooney, to like take him out.
I don't know. They're saying all that stuff, like, come on.
How are you?
The man's not allowed to defend himself. Like Richard Pryor, they can say whatever they want. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't believe any of it. Richard Pryor is here to speak on it himself. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. Lies. Hey, pure lies.
Barbados.
Barbados?
Yeah.
What's going on in Barbados?
I guess Barbados is getting mashed up by Hurricane Dorian.
Bahamas got hit.
Good. How are you?
Barbados got hit.
Fridays or
Thursdays.
Thursdays? Yeah, every Thursday?
Yeah. Thursdays at 6.
Oh, nice.
Barbados got hit by a hurricane? They got hit too?
Wasn't it Barbados? I thought
Bahamas.
it's not Barbados. It's the Bahamas.
Bahamas, yeah. By
Well, my dad
Dorian.
lives in Florida and he didn't get touched.
Oh, that's
I mean,
right.
he didn't even get rain.
Wow.
Not even rain, and he lives in Florida. But he's in the interior though. But he said not even, and he had to rub this in. He said not even one avocado fell off of his tree. Yeah, you don't have to say that. What you gotta say, avocado?
So what's the topic today?
We don't have a topic today. We're just kind of
Freestyling?
freestyling, which is never really a good thing.
And remember I told you I was co-signing Donald Trump?
Oh, that's right. We were going to do an episode on what's positive about Donald Trump.
Oh my god.
This is the man to talk
Oh
to.
my
Yeah?
god.
Because he's always, and like I said, and people get the wrong idea because
I know.
Trump supporter.
He is. I know.
It's all bullshit.
Oh, I know.
Listen,
I am telling you is that
it's whatever the TV's telling people. They're buying into it, bringing racism, this and that. Whatever. Listen, I'm a black man living in Toronto.
Tell me. And you're a
And I have an
Trump
opinion. I have an opinion. And I'm gonna go after. I'm gonna look at what I actually see
Yeah.
and not be blinded by what the media is saying.
Yeah.
And looked at the truth. And the truth is, the man's actually making big moves.
Big moves.
Better than
Big moves.
better than the last president.
Barack Obama.
Better than Barack. Better than Barack.
Actually,
You
I
had some
have,
good
I, have,
points.
I, have, I have a friend I went to school with. Okay?
Yeah.
This guy went on and he did like his CFA and everything. So he's a manager at a U.S. company downtown Toronto, like on Bloor Street.
Yeah.
And this company had about 300 employees. When Trump took over, and then he you know like he got rid of all these rules and you know like he changed like he kind of like made things flexible for companies.
Okay.
This company that had about 300 employees downtown Toronto slashed their employees by about 75%.
Wow.
And then, and it's not that they shipped them to like you know a cheaper market. No, they went to the U.S. Now he was able to keep his job because he was a manager and had more experience. But now his new staff are Americans living in Dallas. Now this just explains to you how Trump has been able to convince companies that were using their U.S. dollars and break the break here in Canada that say no, you know what, come back home. That's just one of the many examples. I can show you a lot. And then we were talking about it, and I was like, it's incredible what this guy is doing. Like it's amazing how everything that he's doing, yet the media is flooded with everything that he does wrong.
I know. Yeah, because there's a campaign definitely set against him. So he is bringing jobs back to America.
Oh, big time. Big time.
He said he was gonna do it.
He said he was gonna. He said he was gonna do it.
Okay, so what do we think about ICE though,
got-
and them arresting, illegal immigrants, and them imprisoning kids?
Okay, just to be fair though, do you know that Obama was named the deportation president? Under Obama's presidency, if you do the research, it will show you that under his presidency there were more deportation out of America than any other president. But the thing is, it was never publicized as much as this guy is, and that's the unfortunate part too, right? So if we have to talk about deportation, it's unfortunate. The thing is, like, you do your research, you're gonna realize that wait a minute, Obama started breaking records in terms of deportation.
Thank you.
So
But
that's
yet
it, you
we're
gotta
still
do
talking
your
about Trump
research.
because he was being rude about all these immigrants.
Right.
and he was he was loud and obnoxious about it.
right.
Obama was just quiet and well spoken. But yet he
These
squeezed
guys
the
are
White House.
talking
So the media
positive
never-
stuff about Trump.
The media never reported on what Obama,
they never did.
Obama was doing.
They never did.
It's so easy. That's what I'm saying. The media just controls exactly what information they want to feed people.
That's true.
And then we're like, oh my God, can you believe he did this?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, America's been doing this a long time. They've been separating families.
Yeah.
It's not Trump doing all this. This stuff's been going on in America for a long time. Yes, it has. Like they said, Haiti. You remember what happened with the Cuban? Remember that little kid?
Oh yeah.
El Nino, not El Nino.
Elias
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
what's
Yes.
his name? What was his name?
Elias Gonzalez. Elias Gonzalez.
Yes. Remember that?
Yeah. Elias Gonzalez.
What was it? Iliad? What was his story?
He came here and his family was back in Cuba or something like that.
He came. I think he was
On
sent
a
here.
boat?
Yeah, on a boat, and then to meet his mom or his dad. No, his
He
mom.
had family here, yes.
He had to
in the
his mom
States.
in the States.
Yes.
And then he stayed here, but his dad was back home.
Right.
And then I think I don't know what was. Did he want to go home or something? And they forced
I think he ended up staying in America.
Yeah, no, he went back home.
Did he?
Yeah, he went back home.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if a Haitian person ever tried to do that, it's not gonna work.
You walked a lot.
You can't get.
Can we talk
That's what I'm
about
saying. So they do it. They've been doing this.
I know.
What about prison reform? Doesn't Trump do prison reform too?
No.
Why is he even thinking about that?
I mean, what? Prison
He's a
reform?
billionaire.
Nobody's talking about the
That's what I'm
prison
saying.
reform that he just did.
Right. Nobody's talking about.
Love you, man.
Thank you. You too, bro.
Good seeing you.
Good to see
Take
you,
care.
man. Yeah.
You know.
Ciao,
Oh,
wow.
ciao.
Thank you.
I mean, right? Prison reform. Nobody talks about that
No.
stuff.
No.
It took Trump to do it.
Let me see what these guys are saying.
What about? What are we speaking about?
Positive things Trump has done. These guys are saying Trump has actually been a good president.
I don't think Trump is done. I don't think there's anybody to replace Trump right now. I think he'll get his another 4 years.
Oh, for sure, he's going to get.
You know what I mean? But that's all you get anyway. So you only get 2 terms, and then you're out anyway. So I think 4 more years of Trump is not that bad for us being Canadian. You see, it doesn't feel nothing to me.
Yeah.
But for the Americans, how they feel towards it, it's a totally different. There might be war in
So it's so
America. There might be a
extreme.
civil war. You never know what's going to happen.
This fast track is a lot of people came out of jail. And they were showing it. Guess what? The day I think there were like 2 black folks who came out of jail, and they were being presented at the White House because one of them I think in jail became like a priest or a preacher or something.
Right.
And he was talking and saying thank you very much, Mr. President, because of your prison reform. I'm out of jail. Guess what the media is talking about? Russia. Russia.
Yeah. Let's divert.
Russia.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
The
People need to think
problem
about that
is-
and watch what's going on. Read
For
between
sure.
the lines, man.
For sure.
Read between the
For
lines.
sure.
Because even the Me Too movement, because they want to talk about the positive things that's going on with Trump, so they're going to bring up Me Too. Let's talk about Me. Let's focus on this. Meanwhile, the man that you guys are hating is actually doing good for America. It's crazy. Because in the beginning, I didn't like him either.
I know.
In the beginning,
I was like-
I almost bought into it. I almost bought into the media bullshit. I almost did it.
Now, NATO countries are starting to contribute more into the NATO fund. Trump is like, no, man, I'm not gonna start paying all this money for all of you guys. You guys have got to contribute, and then I take some money back. Now they were like, no, and then now they're all contributing. Where did all these years? What happened?
Right. No war. Remember, there's no war. There hasn't been any war.
No war.
He
No
hasn't
war.
waged a war.
Where?
Oh,
He hasn't waged a war?
No.
no. North Korea is
He's
there.
meeting with South Korea and North Korea.
He's crossing the border.
Yes. Who's ever done that? Like I said, I don't want to give the guy credit because I hated him before because of the media, what I know through media.
Yeah.
But now, come on, you can't deny the man.
Okay, okay. I just want to show you something. Okay.
Yes.
Which president would call a prime minister and talk about ASAP and ask them to release ASAP who was in jail or who was arrested? I don't even know if this guy listens even to rap or even knows about ASAP. But he talks about it. He asks about ASAP. He asks them to release him, and a few days later, the guy gets released and gets sent home. And he's tweeting him and say, ASAP, come home, boy.
You don't think that's pandering, though, that he's doing that for black votes?
It doesn't matter, but he's doing something.
Now, right? They can spin it.
I
Yeah.
know, they're-
Remember, he
exactly.
hates
That's
us.
what
I've been studying
Yeah,
it.
come on, bro.
Spinning
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. What's real and what's not real. That's what I'm saying. You got to read between the lines. You really have to learn how to read between the lines.
I'm telling you, man.
Panther. Panther, talk to me, man.
What are you talking
These
about?
guys are gonna get us folded up. They're Trump supporters, man. They named like 10 big things Trump did.
I don't know about American politics. I don't watch the news. If these guys don't tell me what's happening, I don't really know. I'm just so not involved in news. So I'm so out of date. More time you're asking me stuff, and when you ask me about it, it's stuff that I heard like the day before.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
Me
so
too.
out the loop.
Me too. I know, but I feel like I feel like more than ever now, there's not one place to get your information. There's not one place to go. Now everybody's watching TV at 8 o'clock.
It's definitely on us for not knowing.
Yeah.
Because the information's out there. We're always looking at our phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just what are you looking at?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he's just changing stuff, man. It's like, no, but why would you?
No, I love your story, man. Just to let you know.
Thank you.
It's so cute. It's
Thank
so
you for saying
set up
that,
right.
man. Thank you.
I agree.
I'll cry.
So I like
I will
it. I
cry.
love that kind of shop. We used to shop at stores like that down on Queen Street.
Come
Back in the day.
on.
Yeah. Remember, B? Those are the stores. Those are the kind of looks.
Cool. Thank you for saying that,
Yes,
man.
yes.
So some parents, first day of school and stuff like that, everybody on the internet was showing off their kids. Some people that maybe didn't even know they had kids. There was one friend where I didn't know he had a daughter still, I'll be honest. I didn't know he had a child until the first day of school photos went up. How are we feeling about parents fronting, parents pretending like they're in their kids' lives, parents showing off their kids first day of school?
Yeah, again, read between the lines. I can't stress that enough. There's a lot of fake stuff going on, and especially when they're broadcasting it on the social media stuff. Like, is this true? Is this just for pictures? I don't know. That's why I don't get caught up in that stuff.
Is this just for likes?
Yeah, like,
Is this for likes?
I don't know.
Wait. You
How
catching me,
to
friends?
become a
Catching me,
millionaire
friends?
overnight.
Social media is just making everybody fake now.
Yeah, people call it the highlight reel.
Yeah.
It's like the
Going to
highlight
school
reel of your
today
life.
Constantly.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to my class now.
yeah,
See you soon.
yeah.
Is that what you're? Like, how organic is that? That's not organic.
At
When you got
all.
the phone like this.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
gonna go to class.
Yeah. This is my teacher and
If that. Hey, I heard that. I thought phones were illegal now
In schools?
in schools
That's right. I heard.
in Ontario.
what is illegal?
Can't bring your cell phone
yeah,
in
you can't have
class.
cell phones in
Oh, that's
class.
good.
That's
That's
so
No,
necessary,
but you can have
Star.
your cell phone, but you can't have it on.
I'll tell you one thing. If the school says to me, "Oh, Afriana has her phone in class," I'm gonna say, "You're damn right she has her phone in class, and I pay for the phone bill, and she's gonna keep on keeping it in the class because if something happens, I want to be notified."
Come on.
So I don't agree with the not having the phone in class.
Yeah.
I agree with, bless you,
Thanks.
I agree with the not using it during class. Okay, but anything can happen at any given time. So, like, kids need to have that.
You're
It's
one of those
important.
parents. You grew up in the '80s when nobody had no phone.
Yeah, but we're
Nobody
in a different
had no
time.
phone.
I grew up in a neighborhood
Same
where kids
time.
didn't go missing. Kids
but you
never
know
went
what?
missing
You
from
know
our
what you can
neighborhoods
compare it to
because
in our
everybody
days?
was outside. Like we never had no Emma Jane is missing or nothing like that. in
Yeah,
my
I never got
neighborhood.
an Amber Alert. Yeah, I don't know why. I
They
didn't
wouldn't
get the
allow
Amber
us to
Alert.
bring our toys to class. Remember
Yeah.
that kind of stuff back
Yeah.
in the
Sure,
days?
we wouldn't allow G.I.
couldn't-
Joes in
no,
class.
we couldn't bring our stuff to cars and stuff like that. We couldn't bring it to class. So a phone is like a toy to these kids. Remember, they're playing games.
It's a bigger. I
They're,
find it's
they're
a big
interacting with
distraction.
other. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a distraction. So toys were a distraction in our days. Cars, like we wouldn't pay attention because we want to play with our stuff. And they would say, "Don't bring it to school. You couldn't bring your stuff to school." So, but a phone is an access to like a parent. Like if something that kid feels something they can't tell the teacher,
What if something
they're gonna call their
happens?
parent.
What if something happens in the school?
Then
What
they
if-
call you. Then
What
they
if
call.
something? What if some
God
crazy
forbid.
guy? Okay, this isn't America.
Yeah, God
and it doesn't
forbid.
happen as much.
Yeah.
But what if something happens in the school and,
Yeah.
the school's on lockdown?
Yeah.
Now, no kids are allowed to get their phone because they're locked in the class and the school's on lockdown. Like, we need to think about how we want to use these things. Okay, I agree for you not to use it during class, but you need to have it on you because in this day and age, the kids need that. It's like
Something
it's
happens
their
to the
security
parent.
right now.
What if something happens to you?
You are killing me.
What if something happens to you and they want to reach your kid to tell you? and they don't have the access to the school number or whatnot. They know the
Okay,
kid.
listen. When I was a little kid, I broke my leg at school,
Yeah.
right? I didn't have a cell phone to call my mom and tell her.
Okay.
They took me to the principal's office where I sat down. They called my mom and I waited. You guys, I feel like the phones have made us crazier.
We live in a different time. We live in a different time than
I
when
feel like
were,
we keep
than when
saying
were
that,
kids.
but I don't know. I don't know. I
All right.
even.
Good. You have an appointment today?
Hey Pete,
You want to come back tomorrow?
I'm loving like Panther's level of concern and paranoia. He's saying kids need the phones because what if something happens in the class?
You get a wrong haircut.
I'm saying
All right.
there was a time when we didn't have no phones
Right,
in the
right,
class at
right.
all, and they
Yeah,
would just
but
call
there
your
was also a
parents.
time when the school
Okay.
wasn't getting shot up. Schools get shot up nowadays. I know. Like we never had to worry about that as kids, so we didn't need all these things. But in a situation like that, like I tell you right now, if you guys put all your kids in that situation and tell them, would you rather your son have a phone or daughter have a phone or no? What are you gonna say?
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna want
For
your kid
sure.
to have a damn phone.
Extreme cases,
course.
for sure, a phone. For sure, phone. So
But
what,
to be
what
using
age?
it, but to be using it
talking high
vigorously
school.
during class, I don't agree with that.
Cannot. So where should they keep it?
But that's the thing.
They
too,
can
though.
keep it
But that's
on
the
them,
thing.
but they just can't be using it
But that's the
during.
thing. If the school's getting shot up, the last thing I want to do is hear my kid on the phone. Dad, I'm so scared. They're shooting up at school.
No, it's the first thing you're going to want to hear, unfortunately.
No, I don't know if I
You
wanna
hear
hear that.
Lachlan school is getting shot up, and he's
I don't
got a
want him
phone,
calling me.
You're going to call.
And I hear a gunshot. Doop, doop, doop. Lachlan, you okay? And he's, nah, bro, I don't want to hear him on the phone dying. Are you crazy?
No, for sure you don't want to hear him on the phone dying, but your first instinct would be to call him. Are you okay? What's going
I'd go to
on?
the
Run,
school.
hide, duck.
Go to the school. I don't know on that one. That one's a tough one. Because he wants a phone, but I'm like, yo, what do you
No,
need a
no,
phone
no,
for?
no, no, no. Lachlan's 7.
No,
Come on.
how old is he now? 6, 7?
Teenagers, okay.
I need to go home.
Teenagers could get phones. But what's the age? What's the proper age to have a phone then?
Yo, I'm not giving up. I don't need like grade
Lachlan,
ones.
yeah.
No.
No.
High school.
And the usage. of
Yeah,
Grade
like,
nine.
at least
Have a phone, but
at least
use
high
it.
school.
High school, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Grade
I'm
9.
not saying to have
of
your
the phone,
phone
you know?
in grade 7,
I think that's
grade
right.
8. No. In high school.
The usage of the phone. Like you got to make sure these kids that have it in grade 8, grade 9, things like that, when they're using it appropriately, like on their recess or whatever their
Yeah.
breaks, go ahead, use your phone,
Yeah,
whatever,
lunch
do whatever
break.
you want. But when you're in class and the teacher's trying to teach you something, and you're on your phone texting your friend,
It's the worst.
that's bull.
No, I'm telling you, it's
I'm
even
sorry.
happening in
That is-
university.
that's all I'm saying.
No, it's even happening in university. People just arm their computers.
Why did it take them so long to figure this out?
I have no idea. I don't know why they let it
Just
go so
this
bad.
year you guys are figuring
No, I
out?
know.
You know what? No,
Because
school
It's like
no
they
phone.
waited until my
Because
daughter graduated.
Teachers are doing the same damn thing when they tell kids to read.
They're on their phone.
They're on their phone.
Might be.
They gotta
No, they
answer.
are. The teachers.
That's
are,
ridiculous.
You know what I mean? They're
That's
on their
ridiculous.
Computer, laptops,
Right.
doing stuff instead of like helping these kids walk around. Remember they used to walk around the desk, say how
Yeah,
you
yeah,
doing,
yeah.
are you
Yeah.
having a hard time? Don't do that stuff. They just sit down in the chairs and.
So a lot of kids are getting ready for university now too. Pete, do you have any kids that are in university yet?
No. My one daughter,
My daughter
is,
went and graduated.
is in college and she works. She's not in university.
Yeah, same thing, college.
Yeah.
Does she live there on campus?
No.
Does she live on her own now?
No.
She's still at home.
Yeah.
Did Savannah move out for
No,
college?
she stayed home. She stayed home. She couldn't afford that, and it's too expensive. You
It
know,
is expensive
and you
to
know
move
what?
out.
And she has a debt now. She's in debt.
I don't even want to talk about it. I
You know, and this is another thing. Somebody was in here talking about after finishing university, how kids are in debt.
Yeah,
$30,000-$40,000 in debt before
Yeah.
they even start working.
yeah.
What is this life?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, because the credit card company is downstairs saying, hey,
Oh,
you need
not
a
even the
backpack.
credit. That's
You need
OSAP.
all these
Never
things.
mind,
You
the credit card
want to
companies
sign up?
another 10,000 because the credit card companies, as soon as you get into college, they're coming right at you.
Everybody's giving you everything,
Yeah.
not realizing that at the end of the day,
You don't
all
even
that
have a
you
job.
You don't have a
Yeah,
job.
yeah, right.
It's
know?
putting you straight into debt.
You know?
Here's 40 grand. I don't know what you're going to do with it, but
Yeah.
you better pay it back.
Yeah.
And now we're not talking about the privileged kids that the parents can pay for that 4 years of school. I'm talking about the people that the kids got to get OSAP loans.
Yeah.
My daughter had to get a loan. Now she's like in $10,000 worth of debt. Okay, so she's working it off monthly, but still, You can't
God
start
bless
your
her debt is only 10K.
But you can't start. She only went for 2 years.
Yeah.
Now how to go back? How to go back without having to get more debt? You understand?
Yeah.
So she wants to continue on.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to pay more. So she had to stop after 2 years because she's like, wait a second, I gotta pay off $10,000 and I haven't even started a full-time career job yet.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's a trap.
Remember, universities are for wealthy people.
It's
University, higher education is intended and was always intended for the wealthy. It was never intended for the middle class or for the working class.
okay. Okay, I
Right?
can understand that.
Well, it's a fact. We're just lucky that the government will help you go.
Right.
If there was no
That's the
OSAP,
catch
how many of
22.
us would go?
Well, that's the catch
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
for
we'll
sure.
give you the money.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they
How much do you need?
Yeah.
It's only for the rich, though. I will give you some money.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can be rich too.
Right.
But you're gonna owe me money.
Yes. Yes. But here's another point that I want to make too, since
Yeah.
we're on the topic of school. So last year when Lachlan started grade 1,
Yeah,
first homework that he had,
yeah.
I was baffled. I looked at this guy's
What?
homework and it's yeah. I'm like, how the what? I had to ask him like, because he's asking me, Dad, how does
Yes.
what do I have to do? I had to take it to the teacher the next day and ask her, what is this? How do you do this?
Yes. What was it?
It was some type of math, but my point is, I don't use that kind of math. I don't
Yeah.
use it. It's not necessary. That's why I didn't know it. It's not relevant, bro. And you're not really learning anything. Like, I feel that way. I feel that way.
There's
As-
a lot
I
of
don't- now I'm
stuff
looking at my kids'
that
homework,
they
I'm
should
like,
be teaching kids that they don't teach kids that kids need to know. Like they were talking about taxes, family
Yes.
budgeting,
Budgeting is very
entrepreneurship,
important.
investing
My
in
kid,
stocks.
right now, I feel like my kid is more interested in money and understanding how money works. So he's asked a lot of questions
Yeah,
about
good.
money. And when we go shopping and buy something,
Yeah.
he understands that, okay, the tax.
Yeah.
Okay, Lachlan, so you have $30.
Yeah,
You have to budget and know how much you want to spend,
yeah,
and including the tax. So you don't have $30.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So if you're going to buy something for $29, you don't have enough.
yeah.
So that's the stuff that he needs to understand.
Yeah.
That's what school should be teaching.
For
Not this weird math that I'm
For
looking
sure.
at that
Yeah.
I can't use. I can't bring this math to the store. No, man. It's bullshit.
I feel like
No idea.
school, like for sure, the school system needs to be changed. The curriculum needs to be updated. Even just the way they have kids sitting there
Yes.
needs to be changed. I feel like it was really based around just having a place for kids to go while the parents worked.
And we were talking about this earlier today. And it's to teach people how to take orders,
Yeah,
how to structure them for a work environment. You take lunch at this time. You got to be a class. When the bell rings, you got to be here. It's structured for like warehouse workers, pretty much.
There you
And if
go.
you notice, funny enough, if you notice, the people that drop out of school and decide to go start a business and something for themselves,
Yeah.
end up being successful. Why is that? Why is that?
You can't say you're sorry.
Because the people that are in school, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but I feel like most of the people that are in school need to be told what to do. A lot of people don't have their own direction and can't figure things out on their own, so they need guidance. I don't feel like everybody needs that. It's not for that. School is not for everybody, and I know it's probably going to sound crazy, but maybe high school and university is not for everybody. Get the education you need, and find something you like to do, and go with it, and stick with it. That's it. It's as simple as that.
I might just leave that as the final word.
This is Pete Cutter from Cut and Run. Thank you for watching another weekly Chop Talk. Please subscribe.
I did it.